Introduction to Rational Functions. I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we'll try to understand how to find non-permissible values for a rational function. As you know, the denominator cannot be 0. So in a rational function, if some values give denominator a 0 value, then those values are not permitted. Based on that, we have a question here. It says, list the non-permissible values, NPVs, for each of the following rational functions. Explain the type of discontinuity at each NPV. So we have 4 of them. You can copy these questions, pause the video, answer, and then look into my suggestions. First one is f of x equals to x minus 1 over 7. B is f of x equals to x minus 3 times x plus 3 divided by x minus 3. F of x equals to x squared plus 2x divided by 2x times x minus 1. And D is f of x equals to 1 over x squared plus 1. Now let's begin answering them one by one. A, f of x equals to x minus 1 divided by 7. So to find discontinuity or to find non-permissible values, we need to equate denominator to 0. So if I equate denominator 7 to 0, what do I get? Well, that is not permitted, right? None. So that is never possible. And therefore, here, non-permissible values are none, right? Because this is never equal, right? So this is never equal. Okay, part B is denominator is x minus 3. So if I equate to 0, I get x equals to 3, and therefore non-permissible value is x equals to 3. So that explains the first part. Now we need to explain type of discontinuity. Now here you will notice that we have common factor in both numerator and denominator, which is x minus 3. So we can cancel this off. Since we have a common factor and it cancels off, it is equal to x plus 3, where x is not equal to 3. So that yields a whole, correct? So the type of discontinuity here is whole. So there will be whole at x equals to 3, correct? So it will be a linear function with a whole at x equals to 3. Next one, x squared plus 2x divided by 2x times x minus 1. In this function, you should factor the numerator. So if you factor, you get x times x plus 2 in the numerator divided by 2x times x minus 1 in the denominator. So in the denominator, we will have two values which are not permitted. So these are when 2x is equals to 0, right? So we have 2x equals to 0 or x equals to 0, correct? First value. Second one is when you equate the other factor x minus 1 to 0, you get x equals to 1. And therefore, here NPV are at 0 and 1. Now you have to decide which type of discontinuity they will yield. At 0, what we have is, we have a common factor in numerator and denominator. Therefore, at 0, we will have whole. And at 1, what will we have? There is no common factor. So we have vertical asymptote. So there will be a vertical asymptote at 1 and a whole at x equals to 0. Now let's look into the last one. Now here, if I equate denominator to 0, x squared plus 1 equals to 0, I get x squared equals to minus 1 or x equals to square root plus and minus value of minus 1. Well, that is not real. So there is no restriction here, or non-permissible values are none. So in this particular case, none is the answer for NPVs. Okay, so that is how you can answer these questions. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.